In today's video, I have several customer support roles that I'll be sharing with you. They are in healthcare and the mental health tech space. Those pay anywhere on the low end from $17 per hour, which is just for one of them potentially, up to $32 per hour. And also highly requested on various videos are a sales position, or is a sales position rather. And this one is probably if you have mid to senior experience in sales, and this one is paying up to 6 figures. So let's go ahead and jump into today's video. Welcome back to Home Base Haven, your safe haven for real work from home jobs. Thank you for joining me, and welcome to those of you that are new. There are many of you. Make sure you grab your free download in the description box below. It's 20 remote job sites to help you with your job search. There are clickable links, and it's just a list, like it says, of job sites that you can use as part of your toolbox when you're looking for the right job that fits exactly what you're looking for. I created this for you guys, and the platform where I shared it, it has me list a quote unquote price, but it's free. You don't have to pay anything. You can throw me a couple dollars for the effort if you appreciate it. It has it set up that way. Thank you for those of you that have, or you could just completely download it for free. That's totally fine. And also, if you caught my Get Paid to Train AI series, if not, there's a playlist on the channel. These are platforms I shared 10 to really 11, two are in the same category, where you can start earning online by helping to train AI through various projects and tasks. And I just created this beginner's reference guide to kind of give you an overview in one place where you could see the different options you have, what to expect from each one, and typical pay ranges based on what I could verify. All of them don't have exact amounts because I don't want to just throw a number at you if I don't have actual proof. And I have worked 3 of these, and one of them, actually 2 of them currently, and I've worked through 3 of them, and there's a 4th one I've worked with that's no longer in business. They were bought out by Appen, which is on this list under CrowdGen. I work with CrowdGen, Prolific, and I've done Lionbridge many years ago. They are now TELUS, which is also on this list. So I know what I'm talking about when I reference these. So this is just a guide to kind of help you get started on a strong footing. And it is $9. There was a sale price, intro price, and that is over now. Those of you that snagged it got a great deal. And this is still a great deal because, as I showed you with CrowdGen, I currently have a project that I'm waiting to start. That's $19.50 per hour, up to 20 hours per week if I want to work that many hours doing it. And that's just one project on one platform. So this more than pays for itself once you get started and put these steps into action. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the next. This is ZocDoc. This is the first role I'm going to be sharing with you guys, and they are a marketplace of healthcare essentially. So you can go on there, put in your location information, the type of healthcare provider you're looking for, and find services that are covered by your insurance and make it a really seamless process, and they're looking for several provider experience specialists. If you go to their careers page, there are several of these, and they also have lead options in this category as well. And they have New York listed here, but it does state below that it's remote US. And healthcare should work for patients, but it doesn't in their time of need. They call down outdated insurance directories, then wait on hold, and you know the rest from there. So ZocDoc's mission is to change it and make it a much more seamless process. Okay, and it says you'll enjoy this role if you are super positive and empathetic, you see the best in people and know how to bring it out, a team player who enjoys working in a highly collaborative team environment, passionate about bringing solutions to providers, and excited to learn new techniques and systems. They give you a breakdown of what your day-to-day looks like, and this is what you'll need to have to be successful in this role. So excellent communication and interpersonal skills, both verbal and written form, customer service experience, preferably in a healthcare or tech related field, but that's not required, strong problem solving abilities and adaptability in a fast-paced environment, acceptable organizational skills and attention to detail, and dedication to delivering best-in-class customer service and promoting ZocDoc's mission. Now, being a provider experience specialist, the customer you're helping here are the healthcare providers, if you're not familiar with that. So I'll be speaking to doctors, maybe nurse practitioners, physician assistants, therapists, specialists in different categories. The list goes on. So those will be the customers you're helping as they're brought on board ZocDoc's platform to showcase their services and provide their, plans available for potential patients, okay? And they have the benefits package here, and the pay for this role ranges from $19.64 per hour up to $26.92 per hour. And as I mentioned, this is a great opportunity if you're interested in this role because they have several listed on their careers page. So just scroll through that and see maybe if you want the lead position that will pay even more. So you have different options on ZocDoc. Next, we're going to look at another healthcare company called Adapt. So Adapt Health is looking for an intake specialist. This is fully remote. Also, and the intake specialist has a broad range of responsibilities, including accurate and timely data entry, understanding and selecting inventory and services in keyboard databases, communicating with referral sources, and appropriately utilizing technology to notate patient information and communication. So the schedule can vary based on the need of the branch. And they go well in depth of the job duties here. I'm not going to bore you with that right now. Let's look at what they want you to have to apply. And it's very low entry, you guys. You need a high school diploma, no degree required, 1 year working experience in healthcare and admin space, financial or insurance, customer services, claims, billing, call center in general, or management, regardless of industry. They say it right there, like I always say, regardless of industry is required. They may list an industry that's theirs, of course, as a preference, but if you have the core transferable skills, they're going to train you anyway. So that's what they're really looking for. And this one's only requiring 1 year. Exact job experience is considered any of the above tasks in a Medicare certified HME. You guys don't have to worry about that. If you haven't worked in healthcare, I don't want to scare anyone away. But if you have, then you know what this is about and you will have a better chance of applying. But trust me, just apply if you have that at least 1 year customer support experience in any industry. Now, according to Glassdoor, the pay for this ranges from $17 per hour up to $23 per hour. Okay? And next, we're going to look at Headway. I've shared this not that long ago on the channel, and they are still hiring, and I think they added some more customer care associates. And this company is in the mental health tech space, and they are large and rapidly growing. They're also kind of a one-shop platform, but for mental health care practitioners. And in this role, it says the customer care's team mission is to deliver on the Headway promise to our providers, and in this role, you will ensure this mission through one-on-one interactions with our providers and patients. By working with our customers through email, live chat, and phone, you will guide them through any challenge, resolve their operational and technical issues, and make Headway feel like magic. Okay? And then when we go on to their benefits here, and you see they don't really list like a number of years you have to work in this industry, or even that if that's required at all, or even number of years in customer service. It's pretty open to your job experience. You just have to speak to your skills and show how it fits this position. So it says you'll love this job if your communication is your superpower, you tackle challenging conversations head on, you have good judgment and discretion, and you thrive with tactical goals, and you're a passionate problem solver. And the pay for this on the low end is $29.64 based on these metros listed here, up to $32.93 per hour based on these metros listed here. So a really awesome opportunity to work for a growing health tech company that's known for great benefits. And this is an awesome chance, you guys, because they don't list like a number of years. Like I said, you don't have to have industry specific experience. Just show that your experience can be applicable to this. Okay? And last but not least, we are looking at the Client Success Manager role, and this is at Hinge Health. And I had several people, like I mentioned, ask for sales positions because they have that background and they're just looking for something that is remote. And this could be a good option. It says in this fast-paced client-facing role, you will own day-to-day relationships with our employer clients and ensure they are maximizing the benefits from the Hinge Health programs. Now, they do want you to have 2 years of experience in a client success manager role. It says within digital health, building relationships, managing the demands of a full book of business comprised of employers and or health plans, and you know how to effectively communicate with internal and external stakeholders, of course. Essentially, 2 years of sales, 2 years of customer-facing experience at this type of level or in this capacity. Don't stress the health part, honestly, because they just need you to have those skills and be able to perform them well, and they will train you on what you need to know about their platform. Do not count yourself out, especially these days. The job market is too full, and tons of people could apply to this position that are not qualified, but you applying and actually having applicable experience and speaking to that appropriately, you can have a better chance. So I always say do not count yourself out. And they give you the expectations in this role. Let's look at the basic qualifications: relationship building skills, data storytelling, product knowledge, strategic influence, manages complexity, communicate effectively, and you can think in the long-term sense. Now, they say a bachelor's degree is preferred. All these next items are all preferences, not requirements. Experience at a high growth company, have an understanding of employee benefits, digital health, and the startup work environment, and data integration proficiency in advanced Excel knowledge and skills. Okay, so that is for this position. The pay is the best part. On the low end, it is $71,700 per year. Again, this is going to be based on where you live. They list it out in different zones here. And on the high end, it goes up to $119,000 per year. Okay, you guys, so $119,300, excuse me, per year. So, like I said, customer experience can really take you far and easily land you in that six-figure range. You just have to speak to your skills, show your competency, be adaptable, willing to learn, and give yourself a shot by trying. Okay, you never know who'll give you a chance. And that is it for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate all of the likes, shares, comments, the engagement, and you tuning in every week. And the email subscribers, you guys got these roles already earlier today. Again, if you have not subscribed to the newsletter, please do so, because they get the job links before it comes out to the masses on YouTube. So make sure you sign up down below if you haven't already. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you have an amazing start to your weekend, and I'll talk to you again soon.